Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. You have me, Mark. For tonight, we will, excuse me, we will be listening to The Who. We will be listening to a band known or called Yes, as in yes. The song is entitled Close to the Edge. And this song was recommended to us by Jim Morris. Jim, maraming salamat for this recommendation. Also, maraming salamat to everyone who have been consistently supportive of our channel. Thank you for watching, liking, and sharing our content. Salamat for the kind words, the nice exchanges of ideas, thoughts, recommendation, and what have you in our comments and community section. Maraming salamat to both our subscribed individuals and those who are not subscribed yet but who keep coming back and enjoy our content. I hope soon you decide to click on that subscribe button and make it official. Last but not the least, a quick and big fat thank you to our members. These are individuals who have shown extra loving to our channel, namely David Gilman and Gary Asano. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So for those who are not really familiar with the band, such as I am, and those who are not used to songs that are more or exceed the 5-minute mark, like most songs nowadays, you're in for a treat, because this song is if this is the entirety of the song, the video is actually 18 minutes 12 seconds in length. So I hope you are ready to enjoy the music, and without any further delays, let's give the song a go in 3, 2, 1.
million people barely satisfied. 200 women watch one woman cry. Too late. Eyes of honesty can't achieve. Many million we deceive each day. I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down. In charge of who is there? In charge of me. Do I become blinded and say I see no way? The truth is written all along the page. How long will I be before I come of age? For you, I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down.
that is the end of the song. In all honesty, this 18-12 second track felt to me felt like more of a 9 minute, 11 minute song. Uh, so let's start. This is the first time I listened to this band, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but or end. I so this is since this is the first time I listened to them, I actually pegged their music somewhat like uh, progressive, some with some psychedelic and funk elements type of rock. Very very experimental, especially during that those times when compared nowadays that we have a lot of electronic equipment available and the technology of mixing and stuff. um, During those days, most of what they're doing are basically, they're the ones who are actually making those sounds rather than people behind the studio. So just imagine, for you to be able to produce those kinds of weird, unusual, unconventional, unfamiliar sounds, it's just amazing knowing that it is the musicians in front of you making them. Video is kind of weird to me. Let me just describe it. So it has that trippy vibe, and then what I thought was like moonlight, shattered glass, or something like that. It leads to some sort of a disco ball, and then what looks to me like some sort of small cell organisms, planktons, I guess, or maybe a close up of a particular insect. I don't know. So anyway, uh, the effects. Speaking of the effects, the sound that they were producing. Initially, it felt to me like it sounds some sort of white noise or like nature sound, and those twink 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 sounds to me sounded like actual birds. So I'm not sure if those were actually recorded bird sounds, but it felt to me, if I am to since I'm more inclined to believe that these are sounds produced by the musicians, I'm thinking it's more of the keyboard or the synthesizer thing. Instrument choices. I find it interesting that the guitarist chose, I think, some sort of hollow body guitar for this type of music. It's just that I usually see, I don't usually see hollow body guitars in progressive rock sounds because of they come up with a lot of they try to come up with a lot of technical sounds. So most of the time I see them using floating bridge, the one with the whammy bar so that they can stretch and do a deep dive with their guitar. Even the pickup configurations, it allows them flexibility to choose which pickup setup to use, whether it's like bridge neck or bridge mid, something to that effect. uh, and you would also notice because of that, I think he went after the soulful sound of the hollow body, but as a result you would notice that he's using two guitars for this particular song, and it appeared several times, but the timestamp I got was somewhere around 3 minute 31, which is another electric guitar, but it looks kind of weird. So for those who know the band, yes, and those who know the hardware they're using, let me know what type of guitar that is. Let me describe it. It has 6 knobs. Usually what I'm accustomed to would be somewhat 2 to 4 knobs, and mostly it's for the volume and the tone of the guitar, but this one with 6, I have no idea what the other two is for. And then the shape is kind of weird. It's smaller than a conventional guitar, and if I'm not mistaken, it has a it has only one pickup. If I see saw it clearly, either one fat pickup near the bridge, and then probably a thin one like a single coil or something near the neck. But I'm not certain. I'm just assuming because of the number of knobs, then it's more likely having two pickups or more. But I only saw actually one, and it's the fat one near the bridge. Still with the guitarist, around 4 minutes 38, you can see he displayed the cleanliness of his picking technique and the dexterity of his fingers. You can really see how far the 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 frets he has to step on to produce that kind of music, and he does it with, admirable speed. The bass, I think one of the giveaways that this is a this band is somewhat around the 70s is because of the bass, Rickenbacker. Very nice sounding bass, and also here in the Philippines, I have not yet seen one, uh, whether on sale or anyone here using it. Probably there would be some people here who own it, but maybe they don't bring it out, or it's just there on display, or maybe they're using it for personal use in the comfort of their home. Very nice sounding bass. The vocalist, when he sings, so it's like portions of the song, or some parts of the song only when he sings. So it's not really the conventional setup of having a verse, chorus, bridge, and coda, some so, stuff like that. So it's a different sort of arrangement, being a progressive music. When he sings, he kind of reminded me of several vocalists from several bands. So some bands such as Queen, and groups like Bee Gees, Led Zepp, Simon and Garfunkel suddenly comes up when I listen to his singing. In his singing style, given that it's progressive rock, sometimes you would probably assume some some rowdiness, some huskiness in the voice, but he's more on the some sort of harmonic side. And it's as if when he sings, there's this harmony, and this harmony kind of sounds like as if some sort of his conscience singing in the background, something to that effect. When I listen to them, uh, in terms of arrangement, what I like about this one is that the being a progressive, having a progressive genre, they really balance out the transition by using the big three: the guitar, the bass, and the drums. When they shift to another tempo, another tune, it's well balanced, and they don't really use and abuse the keyboard or the synth. So they are well, even they were even Steven in the execution of shifting to another pace or another tone. Something I'm curious about, with drummers or with the drum kits. I noticed that this particular drum kit, and I see this in some drums as well. There's no skin at the bottom part, and usually when you go to stores or when you go to concerts, when you see an actual drum set, there's a skin on, of course, on the top, because that's where you strike the drums, and there's also the one underneath. I thought my thinking is that it's something that you can turn around just in case, or is it really not necessary to put skin at the bottom of the toms floor, or and even the bass drum? Sometimes I don't see one. So is it just like cosmetic, or some sort like a backup in case you puncture the main surface? You just turn it around. So for those who know drums, let me know, if it's needed, not needed, or is it preference, or is it just, you know what is it about? Anyway, 2 minutes 37 into the song, it has a very uplifting tone, and you can really see the facial expressions of the performers as the video goes to them. You can really see in their smile that this part of the song is like some sort of uplifting. It gives you a good feeling about the music. Gives you that good feelings vibe. 13 minutes into the song, let me fast forward. That particular part with the keyboard has that mild shock slash horror themed tone, for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a ding, ding, something like that. It reminds me of those classic horror genres that uses the keyboard to add that chilling, that fear effect. Yeah, it kind of give me that feel. 13 minutes 51 after that mild shock horror thingy, there goes the trippy effect again. In this particular part, 13 minutes 51, it gives me the feeling of like I'm falling further down into the rabbit hole of their music. That's the feeling I get. And then this also, this in this particular part, I didn't get the timestamp. this is where I realized that their keyboardist is very talented as well. They don't share the same style, but the same type of attack when they're putting their instrument into play into a particular song. Kind of reminds me of Deep Purple. They have that at, similar attack like so it's hard to describe. Not the same. They don't share the same sound, though it's just the way they inject themselves into the song. That's what I'm trying to say. So very talented keyboardist. I was about to say pianist, but yeah, but I meant keyboardist. And then the way they finish the song is just the same way they started the song. So it's probably it gives me the feeling like with the when I saw the video about those planktons that cells that I mentioned, it gave me the feeling of some sort of like they started small, like a tiny organism, and then it evolved, become a more complex system, and then at the end they go back and break down to the simplest form, and then the song ends. Something to that effect. That's how I felt as I watched the visuals and as I listened to their song. Woo! And basically, that's my reaction. So far, I believe this is my longest reaction video, and I hope you guys I didn't bore you to death, and you are still here watching this part of the reaction video. Let me know in the comments. Click like if you're able to watch the video from start to finish. Let me know in the comments as well. If you haven't done it yet, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, smash that bell notification so that whenever there's something new on the channel, you'll be the first to know. Tell your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV, and most importantly, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you on the next video.